Me and Steph have just been in the Museum of Curiosities in Nottingham. So I'm going to show you the footage of that. Now if I do ask that you don't video, I'm not going to lie, I couldn't help myself at times. I've tried my best to make it just pictures. So for the vast majority of that section, it is just pictures with a few second videos that chucked in there. I'm sorry I couldn't help myself. I've skipped a lot of that because I didn't want to document everything so you don't have to go. I do want you to go. So this is more of an advertisement / review, to be fair. It's full of haunted things and things that are connected to serial killers and stuff like that. So what I've done is documented a bit of it, left a lot of it out, not gone too much into the information, because like I said, I want you to go. I'm sure Steph will give you some information in a minute when I get to talk. But yeah, it's a very interesting place. If you're not very accessible, if you're slightly disabled, you need accessibility places, it's not a great place to go because the stairs are very steep and stuff. But I'm going to show you the footage and then we'll talk about it in the next place where I'm going to surprise Steph. Give you another little treat. Did you just talk to a mannequin?
Yes, no, that. I heard something say demon. I thought they were like spirit boxes.
Jewish folklore tells of the Dybbuk, an evil spirit bound to this world by an earthly tether. In this case, to a box. But what is this Dybbuk box, and where did it come from? The name comes from an ancient Hebrew word meaning to cling.
So it does feel right uneasy about down here, doesn't it? It's not the audio, it's...
Believed to be a tormented lost soul attached.
Oh, you like it up here, babe.
Until that is, some of them go to the Dybbuk box first showed up on the radar back in 2000.
Can't breathe.
Surely this is like your worst nightmare.
I can't breathe. I don't know if it's that or what.
A few miles from the heart of Mexico City lies La Isla de las Muñecas, the island of dolls, where thousands of dolls hang from the trees.
Oh, he's talking about Island of
The
Dolls.
island of dolls sits in a canal south of Mexico City and is the current home of hundreds of terrifying, mutilated dolls. Their severed limbs, heads, and black eyes adorn trees.
Oh, babe, look at her. Imagine waking up and her being inside you.
The dolls appear menacing, even in the bright light of midday. But in the dark, they appear particularly haunting. Local legend says that the dolls move their heads around Santana Barrera, who decided to live his life as a recluse, left his family to the island.
I'm expecting a better response on that.
Feast your eyes, and may the sights you see forever haunt your nightmares.
Which may be longer than after all, one can become quite attached to a place like this. Well enough, and you may find it impossible to leave.
So that was the House of Curiosities. What did you think, babe?
I loved that.
What were your favourite bit?
The Island of Dolls.
When we went in, it's cash and card, which is great. You're walking through the gift shop. There's a little counter. Then you go through the gate that you probably saw. We went straight down into the cellar. And in the cellar, I felt a bit uneasy. Did you feel alright down there?
The floor a bit wobbly.
Yeah, the floor's very uneven, and they do warn you about going down
And
into
tight.
there.
Felt claustrophobic.
Yeah, and it is very tight. And that's probably why I felt a bit odd, to be fair. Probably not paranormal. So yeah, we went down there. Then we went upstairs. The first room we got to upstairs is the doll room.
Yeah.
You didn't like that, did you?
No, I felt awful in that. And it smelled dirty and soily. Like you knew where they came from.
But I think dolls can be creepy anyway. But that were cool. And there's lots of things. What I do like about the museum is there's video clips constantly talking about showing you footage of CCTV where things have fell over during night or things have moved without explanation. And a lot of things are in glass cabinets and stuff. Then we went out to the back for the tombstones and things. Then upstairs to the exorcist room and the clown room. And I don't know if you noticed on the video, there is a dollhouse that's currently got an experiment on, so we've got cameras inside and stuff because things keep moving.
Yeah. Dolphin keeps moving.
So yeah, so that's cool that there's an ongoing experiment in there. So we came downstairs, a bit more downstairs, and then as you probably saw in the video, we're holding skulls. The one Stephanie's holding is a normal female skull. The one I'm holding is allegedly haunted and people can feel the fingers tingling and stuff. Which I didn't. And then there's the Robin Hood room, which is just behind the reception. You have to come back out into the reception and go in through there. And then
Pendle witches.
yeah, there's a Pendle Witch kind of cabin cave in the back of here, which is cool. I think the thing I didn't like about it, unless you read every bit of information, you're not quite sure what's what. Which don't get me wrong, Steph read a lot, and it's not that time consuming. I think it's like 2 hours in there. It's plenty. And if you come at the weekend, there's on-street parking as well. You have to pay for, but it's only like £1.50 an hour. I'd probably go for 3 hours just to give yourself plenty of time and you don't feel rushed. But you know, it's only £8 as well. Would you recommend it, babe?
Definitely, especially if you're into the stuff I'm into, like all haunted stuff, and you know all the backstory of the main things in there.
And like I said, there is plenty of information. Pretty much everything's got information tag on it, which is really cool. So yeah, we're finished in there. I've actually parked outside there. We've now walked down to Trip to Jerusalem. And I were going to vlog while I walk around, but it's really busy, so I am. The cool thing about Trip to Jerusalem, I think it's been open since the 1100s, but it's actually built into the cave. So as you can see now, there's the cave wall behind us, and the building's like joint on. But interestingly, as you go inside, it is actually built into the cave. And in there, which I'll probably put up now, there is a haunted boat. Do you want to tell us about the haunted ship?
Well, allegedly, years ago, if anybody cleaned the ship, they would either become ill or die. So now they keep it in a glass cabinet so nobody can touch it, and it's covered in cobwebs.
So yeah, that's the haunted ship. It is a shame to sit on the scaffold in a minute. Obviously, that's not usually there. So that's it. We're going to have us pints, and then we've got to head back to go to work because that's life. And we've got a band on tonight, and it's bank holiday weekend, so it's going to be crazy. But yeah, like I said, all in all, a good experience, good time. You had a good day?
Yes, very good day, thank you.
She's been waiting to come here for ages, but it's definitely worth a visit. We're constantly adding to things as well. Like I said, I'm sorry that it was such an in-depth video. I don't think they like you filming. And quite frankly, I didn't want to film absolutely everything and make it so you don't have to come. It is worth coming for if you're around the area. It depends how much you're into that sort of stuff. Personally, for me, I think you'd probably come to Nottingham for a weekend just to visit it, wouldn't you?
There's a lot of history here, like the castle, which is outside of the castle as well.
Yeah, so on this...
And there's lots of caves.
On this stone brickery, behind that is the castle, which is quite cool because from the museum down to a trip to Jerusalem, you walk past the castle and walk alongside it, which is nice. Nice bit of walk down. And another thing for trip to Jerusalem, by the way, is it's now cash and card. When I came a month or two ago on a stag do, it were card only, which, as you know, totally against. But I paid cash today. Weren't cheap, but I paid cash. So that's it. I'm going to enjoy my afternoon with my
The gross were cheap.
good fair wife. Yeah, Chris were cheap. Chris were £1. So I'm going to have to enjoy the next half an hour with my fair wife, and then we'll be off to work. So next video will be Thorpe Park. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Steph's really excited. We've never been to Thorpe Park. Steph loves the roller coasters. I was considering getting fast tracks for Thorpe Park, but it says from £36 for 5 roller coaster fast passes, and I was like, we'll do that. And I went on to book it, and for that specific day, it's £60. So obviously, the busier they are, the price it goes up in fast tracks. But again, I might ask when I'm there if you haven't sold many, they might be selling them a bit cheaper. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm definitely not paying £60 each for 5 rides. Not a chance. Again, when we get there and it's massive queues, I might be forced to. We're not going to have a very good day or a very good vlog otherwise. But yeah, guys, that were the Museum of Curiosities, Haunted Museum, and this is Trip to Jerusalem. I hope you enjoyed this short vlog, and we'll see you real soon. So after the trip to Jerusalem, we decided we had more time than we thought we had, so we went to the Galleries of Justice, National Justice Museum, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, again, it's another place where they don't want you to film. So I've took a little bit of footage. I actually videoed most of it, to be fair. But I don't want to post it because I did say, why don't you want people filming? And they said, well, we don't want people posting it online and ruining the experience for future viewers. We could debate about that. I think they've got the view of that completely wrong, and I'm sure most of you will agree with me. But I'm going to do it as a separate video, but that's ruined that. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to show you a few little clips now. And what I will say, Steph's been before. I've never been. They did the trial of...
Oh, I can't remember his name.
The trial of some dude. I'll probably put it in text here. We've got the Times booklet. But yeah, they did the trial of him. And the actors on that are then seen throughout the rest of the building, which is really awesome. I really like it. It's resourcefulness. During the acting, they get people from the audience to participate with scripts. But it's not too intensive. It's just like here's a sentence or a paragraph to read out when you're asked. It's very educational, quite humorous, very relaxed, and it's in an actual courtroom. And again, before that starts, a guy comes out and gives you all the information about the courtroom. So like I said, I'm going to post a little bit of the footage and a little bit of the pictures I got, purely because anyone that thinks, well, that's not for me, I want you to see what it's actually like. And I think the video will encourage more people to go rather than the opposite. And if I get in trouble for it, I'll get in trouble for it. But I really don't think I can get in trouble for it. Galleries of Justice, babe?
Sorry. Yeah, I like it. I've been before.
What did you think about the play?
Yeah, we're good. It made me laugh.
Yeah, I like a good bit of humour. There were another one as well, the execution of someone else. But we didn't hang about for that. That's in a big courtyard. And it is, again, like I said, it's an old court. Ends the Galleries of Justice. And again, it's somewhere else most haunted have been. So in this video, we've done 2 places where most haunted have been. Random bit of information for you. But yeah, it all fits. All links together nicely. This in Nottingham. Galleries of Justice was £24 and 10p for the 2 of us. Christ knows where the 10p comes from, but that's what it were. The sign, yeah, did sign say £17 a person?
I don't know. I think that was including,
I'll show you.
If you had something else, I don't know.
Yeah, it was £17 a person and make it 24. No, that'd be £34. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how that pricing worked. I will put you a picture of the pricings, but it were definitely £24, 10p for the 2 of us. And it's definitely cheaper than £17 a person if you book online. I think it's like 13. So yeah, there you go. That's our day. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. It's not quite the vlog that I intended to make it, but like I said, I've been to 2 places that I weren't allowed to film in, so we've done what we can. We hope we've given you some inspiration for where to go, and we hope we've given you a bit of entertainment for your afternoon or evening or morning, or whenever you're watching this. I'll say it again because it's been a good few minutes. I'm going to put that video on, but for after that, all I'm saying is I love you. Take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and I'll see you real soon. Bye. Oh, so that's where you slept before you got hung, and this is where you got hung?
Yeah, right.
Oh, right on that spot. Wow. But you see, it says it's underground, but that's clearly outside. It's very woody and stuff. Oh, I like that. That wood, don't I? I don't know, it's a little bit plasticky actually. Why'd you be locked in here at night on your own? I think you're... Oh. What?
What's moving? Or is it a speaker?
Fuck me. No shit, she just grabbed my shoulders, fucking pushed me out where I felt like I was being attacked. I thought it was some sort of actor or something. No, it was Steph, because she had a speaker and shit herself. Pitch black. Going dark again. Where you going? Oh, that's where we just come from, innit? That's the pit. So if we go back this way to the dungeons. Oh, that's wood floor and it's all there. I think a lot of time most hauntings you like to get places where other people aren't allowed. A place to be forgotten. Thought to be the grate at your feet, over 20 metres below street level, is a dungeon dug within the sandstone. Prisoners were thrown into the dungeon and left to die of starvation. The hole is the only way in or out. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine I would. No, I'm alright, thanks. It's just wood floor. It's somebody whistling, but yeah, good. Well done. I'd like not to fall down there. Oh, they didn't have to put fake poo in it, did they? Maybe it's not fake poo, maybe it's real. Did you not notice that? All the women slept together in one bed. That's awful.